Hello all, I am Sanju K. Jacob of Panimalal Engineering College, here to explain you about decoder. What is decoder? So decoder is a combination circuit where it accepts a set of inputs that represents a binary number and activates only that output to the input number. That is, we give n possible input combinations, out of which only one output will be high and all other outputs are low. So if we are using a decoder circuit, and we can even give enable inputs to control the operation of decoder. Now let us see the block diagram of a decoder circuit. So we give n data inputs and enable inputs, and we get 2 power n possible outputs. So as you can see here, we are giving n data inputs, enable inputs, and the decoder gives you 2 power n possible outputs. Now let's see how will be our 2:4 decoder circuit. Let's now see the 2:4 decoder. So as the name suggests, we have two inputs A and B. So number of possible combinations will be 2, and outputs is given by the formula 2 power n. So 2 power 2 gives you 4. So and they are indicated as D0, D1, D2 and D3. So this is the block diagram of 2:4 decoder circuit. Here we have two inputs named as A and B and outputs named as D0, D1, D2 and D3. So as you can see the truth table here, A bar and B bar value gives you 0 and A and B value gives you 1. So if we substitute in this truth table, 0, 0 is the binary value of 0, so the value of D0 will be 1. 0, 1 will be the binary value of 1, so D1 will be 1. 1, 0 will be the binary value of 2, so D2 will be 2. And 1, 1 will be the binary value of 3, so D3 will be 1, and the rest others are 0. Logic expression and logic diagram. So from the truth table above, we see the values of D0 will be A bar, B bar, that is 0, 0. D1 will be A bar, B, that is 0, 1. D2 will be A, B bar, that is 1, 0. D3 will be A, B, that is 1, 1. So we can now see the logic diagram here. So A and A bar is represented here, and NOT gate gives you the complement of A. So if you put a NOT gate across A, it will give you A bar, and B gives you a complement of B bar, and NOT gate is useful to get the complement of B. Hence B complement will be B bar using a NOT gate. And we have here is the 4 AND gate. This 4 AND gate is used to multiply two inputs. So D0 value is taken from A bar and B bar, D1 value is taken from A bar and B, D2 value is taken from A, B bar, and D3 values taken from A, B. So hence we have 2 inputs and 4 output combinations here. Now for our stimulation, let us see the components required for our 2:4 decoder circuit. We need a power supply, a breadboard, wires, switch for our 2 inputs A and B, one IC7404, which is also called as hex inverter. So as you can see this pin diagram given below, it contains 6 NOT gates. So input 1A is the input and 1Y is the output for the first NOT gate. Likewise you have for the 6 NOT gates. We need an IC7408 which contains 4 AND gates. So in this pin diagram, 1 and 2 are the inputs and 3 is the output. So as 4 and 5 are the inputs and 6 is the output. In both the pin diagrams, we may notice the 14th pin will be given to the positive power supply, VCC and the 7th pin will be grounded. 4 resistors we need for this stimulation and 4 LEDs of different colors. Applications of decoder. So decoder are used in analog to digital conversion in analog decoders. They are also used in electronic circuits to convert instructions into CPU control signals. They are used in logical circuits and data transfers. Decoders can be used in timing and sequencing signals to turn devices on or off at specific times. Decoder is also used in high-performance memory decoding and data routing applications. As we have seen some information about decoder, let's go to Tinkercad and start our circuit design. Let's go. Here we are in the tinkercad.com. So let us now change our name to 2:4 decoder. Hence our name is changed. On my right side you can see all those components which we can use to stimulate our values. So now let us look into the components. We have 4 resistors. So we'll take 4 resistor. I'll click and drag it. I'll first place all those components which are required for our stimulation. So we took our 4 resistors and we need 4 LEDs. Our LEDs are placed. We need a power supply. So I'll type in the search box power and we can scroll down to see the power supply. So I'll click and drag it, place it. Next we need switch for our 2 inputs and here we will get this switch. So this switch contains 4 inputs but we need 2. This would be the required one. You can even see 6 input switches. We can even use that too, but 4 will be sufficient for us. So we need our NOT gates. So IC number is 7404. Here we can see the X inverter. I'll click it and drag it here and place it. Then we need an AND gate. 7408 is the IC number for the quad AND gate. I'll click it and place it over here. We need a breadboard too to place these components. Type here breadboard and click this and drag it here. So we get our breadboard. To reduce the complexity of the circuit, I am taking 2 quad AND gates. Now let's get into the power supply. I'll click on this red button here. That is the positive power supply and connect it to the positive of the breadboard. I'll change this wire color to red and connect this negative to the negative of the breadboard and we'll change that to black. Positive is usually represented by a red color and a negative is always represented by a black color. So I'm taking the usual colors for it. To get a continuous flow across the circuit, I'll connect all these wires across it. Now I have connected all the wires to get a continuous flow of positive and negative terminals from the power supply. Let us take the hex inverter and place it over here, and this is the 14th pin. As you can see, if I hover into it, it shows power. So connect this 14th pin to the positive VCC and the 7th pin towards ground. Now let us connect the switches towards the positive supply. Now as you can notice this diagram here, 1 is the A terminal and 2 is the B terminal. Now let's connect 1 to the first pin in the hex inverter IC, change this color to orange, and the second pin will be A dash. Now let's connect the second pin. You can connect the inputs anywhere in the hex inverter IC by the pin diagram shown. And this 8th pin, I will take it as B dash or B bar. Now let us place our quad AND gate over here. I'll give the basic connections for it. Now for our D0, the value is A bar and B bar. So this is the A bar. The pin 2 of hex inverter is the A bar. I'll connect it over here for the input. I'll give it a color. And B bar is taken from the 8th pin. This is the second, and we're placing it into second pin. The third pin is the output, which is the D0. We are placing our output here. The power should not be given directly to the LEDs, so we'll place a resistor over here. This is the rotate option given. I'll rotate it, place the resistor, and take this LED. I will name it as D0 so that it will be useful for us. Now place it over here. I'll rotate the LED. Note that anode should be given to the terminal 2 of the resistor and the cathode should be taken to ground. Our D0 is over. Now let's make connections for D1. The D1 value is given as A bar into B. So from the second pin comes the value of A bar. I will change this color to purple. Now the output is taken from pin number 8. We'll take this output and place it over here. Take a resistor and an LED. I have taken this LED, connecting the anode to the terminal 2 of the resistor and connecting the cathode towards the ground. I will name this LED as D1. Next, for our D2 and D3 values, you can even use the same quad AND gate. To reduce the complexity of the circuit, I am going to use another AND gate now. I am placing it over here. You don't need to worry about the intersection of lines. Now for the D2 value, it is given as A into B bar. I am taking A from here, giving into the first terminal. The same procedures are followed, and B bar is taken from the 8th pin, placing over the second pin of the second quad AND gate. I'll change the color, and from the third pin of the second quad AND gate, I'm going to connect the output D3. Taking this resistor, rotating it, taking an LED. I have rotated the LED. Same procedure, anode should be connected to the terminal 1 or terminal 2. Cathode should be grounded. Note that there is no polarity in resistors. Now let us find the output for D3. D3 is given as A into B. So we'll take A terminal from here. I'll give it a color. Take from the B terminal and placing it on the 9th pin, the quad gate. Now, and let us take the output from the 8th pin in the quad AND gate for a D3 value. I'll rotate the resistor. Now let us take this LED over here, rotate it, connect the anode towards the resistor, and the cathode can be grounded. Make sure to connect the 14th pin towards the positive supply and the 7th pin towards the ground. Now let us check whether we have named our LEDs. So this is the D0 LED, this is the D1, and this should be our D2 LED. So we'll rename it, and this will be our D3 LED. Now let us check from the truth table if our connections are correct. I'll click on start stimulation over here. As you can notice, both the A value and B value is 0 and LED close, and the LED name is D0, hence D0 output is correct. Now if I on the B input, the second LED close and that LED value is D1, so A bar B means D1 LED will glow. Now 10 means the D2 LED close, and 1 means the D3 LED close. Hence we have proved and we got all our outputs correct. So this is the 2:4 decoder circuit. In this video we have seen what is decoder, what is 2:4 decoder, applications of decoder, and we have even stimulated the values obtained from the truth table. I wish you all to try this as it is informative.